In a tragic accident in Gangneung, 3 high school students lost their lives and 7 were found unconscious. 10 high school seniors from Seoul who had finished the Korean SAT took a trip to Gangneung and stayed in a guest house, where they suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning. The police investigation says that a pipe was not properly connected to the heater, leaking an excessive amount of the odorless gas, which was inhaled by the students. The story breaks the heart of all Koreans, but the news feels especially tragic for adults who reminisce what it was like to finish high school and start the next stage of their lives. They understand the level of expectations the students would have had about their future. The young students who lost their lives didn't even have a chance to do only some of the long wish list of things most young people want to do. When a tragic accident like this happens in our society, we always hear the expression, lack of safety awareness. In this case, too, people say the students would be alive today if there had been a detector to check the presence of carbon monoxide. Improving safety awareness demands costs, but that cost saves lives. People's interest in travel and outdoor activities have been on the rise. We need to ask ourselves if we are fully aware of the importance of safety for everybody. Due to a faulty heater and pipe connection, the students suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning. So I said due to a faulty heater. If something is faulty, it means it does not work, or it doesn't work well, or it's defective. So in this case, the heater and the pipe were faulty. Something was wrong with it. And then the students suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning. So if someone breathes in carbon monoxide and gets sick, we call it carbon monoxide poisoning. Exhaust from a disconnected pipe allowed the carbon monoxide to fill the room where the students inhaled the deadly gas. So exhaust is anything that comes out when you burn a gas. So for example, in your car, there's a tailpipe. We also call it the exhaust pipe. And that was disconnected. So the pipe was disconnected. So to disconnect means it wasn't fully connected. And we can use disconnect from the internet, or you've disconnected your phone from the charger, but we also use it for other things like gas pipes, or we can even use disconnected for people. So if someone is very alone and they don't have many friends or like many social contacts, they're kind of disconnected from society. As domestic travel and the popularity of camping is on the rise, so must the safety conditions of these destinations. So I said the popularity of camping is on the rise. When something's on the rise, that means it's increasing. It's gaining in popularity. So for example, if you say crime is on the rise, that means there is more crime happening. And then I said, so must the safety conditions of these destinations. So a destination, we use it for a place you are going to, or kind of final place you'll end up. But we also use destinations as in the travel world, kind of what are some of your favorite destinations? Oh, I love Florida. I love Jeju. Those are my favorite travel destinations. So we kind of use it when we talk about when you're traveling. A destination is kind of place of travel. Safety needs to be increased along with the increasing number of travelers who are taking advantage of leisure activities and travel. So I said the travelers who are taking advantage of leisure activities and travel. So to take advantage of something, it's kind of 2 meanings. It can have a negative meaning. If you take advantage of someone, it means like, you're using what they have for your own gain. But, Korea has a lot of great places to go. They're quite close. So you can take advantage of that, where you can go someplace, enjoy it for your own self, and then get there in a short amount of time. So you're taking advantage of kind of the leisure activities around you and the travel. It is a shame that the students passed away before they could experience their dreams and wishes after taking their exams. So I said it's a shame that the students passed away. So shame, it has a couple meanings. A lot of people, I guess, feel shame when they do something bad, and they feel guilty about it. But we say kind of like it's a shame when something really sad or bad happens to a group of people that didn't deserve it. So it's a shame like that these kids could not grow up and enjoy their lives. It's not that they did anything bad. It's just the feeling that it's something very very sad has happened is a shame. And I mean, you can use it for something sad, or even if like you're a big sports fan and your team loses, you could say, "Oh, what a shame." It's not that you're blaming someone for doing something bad. It's just the feeling of kind of general sadness. It is sad that items on the wish list of these young people will never be crossed off because they left us so young. So I said the items on the wish list of these young people will never be crossed off. So if they had things they wanted to do, like travel to Europe, get married, have children, those are kind of items on a list. And to cross something off, as you would take a pencil or pen and just draw a line through it. That's to cross it off. And finally, I said, they left us so young. They left us means they are no longer here. They've kind of gone. It's another way of saying dying. So if you have a relative and you'd say, oh, she left us at 20, that means kind of she died at 20. So it's kind of an expression we use when people die without saying they actually die. They just say, oh, she left us or he left us. Safety precautions outweigh the costs because safety measures save lives. So I said safety precautions outweigh the costs. So if you think about it in a scale, you're weighing two things at once. So when we compare two things, and if one thing is better or more efficient, we say it outweighs the other, means it's heavier and therefore better. But if you're looking at two things, we're saying that taking precautions is better, even if you have to spend a little money because it saves lives. Investing in safety is a small price to pay to save someone's life. A small price to pay is an expression we use a lot in English. So, for example, let's say you're out of shape. You're not very healthy. You might want to go to a gym. And let's say the gym is, I don't know, $50 a month. That's a small price to pay for your overall general health. You may think it's a lot of money. However, the advantages that if you go to the gym every day, again, will outweigh, or it's a small price to pay for your overall health. All right. Thanks for downloading, guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.